Good morning, students. Let's begin our social science class. Chapter Development, Economics, and today's topic are National Development, Income and Other Criteria, and Public Facilities. When we talk about national development, it refers to the ability of a country to improve the social welfare of people, for example, by providing social amenities like quality education, potable water, transportation facility, and good health care. Let's work these out. Discuss the following situations. Look at the picture on the right. What should be the developmental goals for such an area? Read this newspaper report and answers the questions that follow. A vessel dumped 500 tons of liquid toxic waste into open air dumps in a city and the surrounding sea. This happened in a city called Abidjan in Ivory Coast, a country in Africa. The fumes from the highly toxic waste caused nausea, skin rashes, fainting, diarrhea, etc. After a month, 7% were dead, 20 in hospital, and 26,000 treated for a symptoms of poisoning. A multinational company dealing in petroleum and metals had contracted a local company of the Ivory Coast to dispose the toxic waste from its ship. Now, question related to this case study: who are the people who benefited and who did not? Answer: the multinational company and the local company benefited from this deal, and the people who lived there are the victim of toxic waste. Question number 2: what should be the developmental goal for this country? According to me, proper disposal of toxic waste, better healthcare services, pollution awareness, infrastructure, good housing facilities, etc. Question 3: what can be some of the developmental goals for your village, town, or locality? This you can write by your own. Now we are going to discuss the next topic, income and other criteria, through three comparative situation, that is based on three different states. Income and other criteria. When we looked at individual aspirations and goal, we found that people not only think of better income but also have goals such as security, respect for other, equal treatment, freedom, etc. in mind. Similarly, when we think of a nation or a region, we may, besides average income, think of other equally important attributes. What could these attributes be? Let us examine this through an example. See the table 1.3, per capita income of select states. Here the three states given: Maharashtra, Kerala, and Bihar. Now we are going to see the comparison between all three states according to their per capita income per person. Roughly, we can take it for per capita income of the state. We find of the three, if we going through with the index 1.3, what we find: Maharashtra has the highest per capita income and Bihar at the bottom. This means that on an average, a person in Maharashtra earned rupees 1,17,091 in 1 year, whereas on an average a person in Bihar earned only rupees 31,199. So if per capita income were to be used as the measure of development, Maharashtra will be considered the most developed and Bihar and the least developed state of the three, Bihar. Now let us look at certain data pertaining to these states given in table 1.4. Some comparative data on the Maharashtra, Kerala, and Bihar based on their infant mortality rate, literacy rate, and net attendance ratio. When we talk about infant mortality rate, it is indicates the number of children that die before the age of 1 year as a proportion of 100 live children born in that particular year. If we talk about literacy rate, measures it measures the proportion of literate population in the 7 and above age group. And if we talk about net attendance ratio, is the total number of children of age group 14 and 15 year attending school as a percentage of total number of children in the same age group. Now, the comparison between these three states on behalf of infant mortality rate, literacy rate, and net attendance ratio. The first column of the table shows that in Kerala, out of 1,000 children born, 12 died before completing 1 year of age. But in Maharashtra, the proportion of children dying within 1 year of birth was 24, which is just double. On the other hand, the per capita income of Maharashtra is more than what is in Kerala, that of Kerala, as table 1.3. Just think of how dear you are to your parents. Think of how everyone is so happy when a child is born. Now try to think of parent whose children die before they even celebrate their first birthday. How painful it was to be for the parents. Next, note the year which this data pertain. So we are not talking of old times. It is more than 65, 70 years of independence when our metro cities are full of high rise building and shopping malls. The problem does not end with the infant mortality rate. The last column of table 1.4 shows around two-thirds of children aged 14 to 15 in Bihar are not attending school beyond class 8. This means that if you went to school in Bihar, more than two-thirds of your elementary class would be missing. Those who could friend have been in school are not there. If this happened to you, you would not be able to read what you are reading now. Now, the next topic is public facilities. When we talk about the public facilities, it means the services which is provided by the government to their citizens. For example, sanitation. You all know the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan carried out last so many years. Then public transport, then infrastructure, and then healthcare, and the water for the life. This we have discussed earlier also. Now, the next topic is money in your pocket cannot buy all the goods and services that you may need to live well. How can you prove that? Money cannot buy pollution free environment, unadulterated medicines, not able to protect you from infectious disease and security. So, after this, all, um, thank you so much and have a nice day.